Hi, I'm Brandon Simmons. This is my final class as part of the cohort. I think we're cohort 5 or 6. It's been 3 years now. Seems like it was just yesterday. We were just starting out. I am currently finishing up my dissertation. I actually will propose it on May 5th and hope to defend it next semester and graduate in December. I work for Wake County Public Schools as a senior administrator in their data and accountability department, where we conduct research, we analyze testing data, survey data, do research, lots of things as far as what's going on in the district. Our district is the 16th largest in the country. We have over 153,000 kids, and we're adding about 4,000 a year to that. So we just recently had a bond passed that it's going to provide revenue for 24 new schools in the next 5 years, which is extremely exciting, but extremely pressure packed because we're trying to keep up with growth, and it's something that is very hard to do. So anytime we spend money, anytime new results come out, we evaluate, write reports, disseminate it out, and discuss it with our stakeholders. So it's pretty interesting, and I've had experience with surveys. I've conducted student surveys, parent surveys, teacher surveys, and before getting into that, I was very unaware of the amount of work that can go into developing a good survey. People don't realize, there's so many ways to ask a certain question, and you don't want to be misleading, or you don't want to lead them to a certain answer. So it truly takes a lot of time for us to develop a survey, and usually we don't. We either borrow it from somewhere else, get permission to use it, or we use one that we've been using for years, and then we're able to track data historically, which is a benefit. Some of the surveys we do a student survey in 4th, 7th, and 10th grade, and then we disaggregate it by school, and we provide those aggregate results to each school so they can kind of compare that with the teacher working conditions survey, and it'll give them an idea of the certain kind of climate of their school, whether they're safe at school, whether they enjoy school, if they feel like their relationship with the teacher is strong. So a lot of interesting stuff that we get to do. As far as this week's reading, I was extremely interested in reading all of the articles that were posted, but it kind of reinforced what I already knew, that the process of developing a good survey is one that takes a lot of work, takes a lot of experience. Currently we have a survey team in Wake County, which consists of 6 other people, including myself. I'm the only one on that team that does not have his doctorate yet. Mostly PhDs, and they're brilliant people. And when I would throw out a question, a lot of times they would throw back some responses like, "You sure you want to ask this? Are you sure that's what you're trying to get? You need to be consistent," so forth and so on. And another thing when we're trying to do our surveys that we think about is, how long is it going to take? If we do these long surveys, will people really answer them honestly and we put great thought into their questions? Because we want good data when we're spending the time to develop these. So we want them as concise as possible, yet, and we want them reliable and valid. Something, things we worry about is we will run statistical tests like Cronbach Alpha. We will look at face validity and construct validity, things like that. But a lot of times, after we look at this stuff, is after we've already piloted or used the survey once or twice. So it's kind of a trial and error method to finding out what works best. So the readings were not, like I said, they were not a surprise, but I was extremely interested in them, and they were very complex. There's a lot to learn. Every time I read a new reading on surveys, I learn something new, and that was definitely something here. Even when you're talking about the autobiographical information that one of the articles referenced, you simple as asking someone how many times they've went to the dentist in the last year. It really takes some thought because the guys are really just estimating. So I thought it was very good. I'm looking forward to this portion of EDL 643. And thanks for listening to me ramble on about surveys.